We will begin this evening on our back, so nice and comfortable from the get-go. So make your way into a supine position. And you can start however is comfortable for you. So I'm gonna bring my knees together and my feet out wide, resting the upper body on the floor, closing your eyes if you'd like, palms facing up. And a couple options that you can do for your legs. If you're more comfortable in a Savasana state, you can extend your legs out long, let your toes flail open. Or if you're looking for a bit of a hip opener to begin, you can bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees fall out wide, or feet flat on the floor, hip width distance or mat width distance. Finding whatever position is most relaxing for you, and as you start to sink into that pose, just take a couple minutes here to center yourself. Giving yourself permission to be present for the next 30 minutes. Trying to keep all of your attention on yourself, which I know can be hard. As you're lying here, start to listen to your breathing. Start to notice your belly rising and falling. Maybe start listening to your heartbeat. And as you bring your attention to your breath, use this time to start to slow it down. Taking fuller, deeper inhales and long, slow exhales. Scanning your body from the top of your head to your toes. Noticing where you might be holding some tension. And as you scan from the forehead to the chin, to the shoulders, to the hips, to the knees, to the toes, see where you can find some more space. And if your eyes are closed, slowly start to flutter them open. We'll meet with our knees towards our chest, so bend the knees. Thighs reach towards the stomach, wrapping the arms around the shins, maybe for the hands or opposite elbows. And begin to rock side to side, pressing your spine flat. And then take your hands to your knees and let's just draw little circles. As you do, just become hyper aware of every place where your body is making contact with the floor, just noticing how it feels as you begin to bring these little movements to your body and start to reverse the circle in the other direction. Should feel really nice on the low back. And then pause in the center, keeping the right knee bent in towards the chest. Reach your left leg out long, resting the heel on the floor. Flex both toes back towards the face. Interlace your hands into a little basket and start to pull your right leg closer towards your upper body. Keeping a soft gaze onto the ceiling. And we'll move into a little deeper leg stretch. So you're welcome to keep your left leg straight, or you can bend it for a little bit more support and balance. Placing the foot flat to the floor, begin to straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. flexing the right toes back towards the face, and then use your hands to reach for the thigh or the calf and start to pull the leg closer towards the chest. Every exhale, just imagine your leg coming closer to your upper body and visualize the muscles in the back of the leg getting longer, getting softer. Wherever the grip is on your right leg, begin to open the leg out to the right. So maybe the hand crawls up towards the foot. You can rest your right elbow on the ground to give you some support. And I recommend putting the left hand on the left hip to make sure you're staying grounded here. If you start to lift up to the side, that's just a sign to bring the leg closer back towards the center. And then slowly bring the foot through center and then over to the left. It might not go that far. You can rest the weight of the leg on the left hand, placing that right hand on your right hip. Once again, feeling really grounded here, but feeling that nice leg stretch. And then bring the leg back through center. Bend the knee to the chest. Once again, extend the left leg long if it's bent. Moving into a supine twist. So right leg comes up and over to the left. Right arm extends out into a T. And try to place both shoulder blades on the floor. So once again, if that means this leg does not touch the floor, that is completely normal and fine. You can look up or you can look over towards your right hand. I like to place my left hand on the outside of the right leg to help guide it towards the floor. But you can also extend the arm out to a T or make a little cactus with the arms. Slowly start to come back onto your back. Give that right leg one last squeeze. And then switch sides. So bend the left knee to meet the right. And then extend the right leg long, letting the right heel rest on the floor. Flex the toes of both feet, reaching either behind the thigh or on top of the shin, and start to gently pull your left leg closer towards your chest. Soft gaze, deep breaths. And we'll move into that deeper leg stretch. So extend the left leg up, heel towards the ceiling. Option to bend your right knee, bring the sole of the right foot to the floor for more support. And again, just start to gently lower that left leg closer towards your upper body, reaching for whatever is accessible today. It doesn't matter how far it comes. It's all about how it feels. So finding that edge where it's intense but not too intense. And then placing the leg into the left hand, start to guide it over to the left, opening the hip a bit. Right hand comes down onto the right hip, making sure your hips stay on the floor. Maybe resting that left elbow to help prop your leg up. And then using your core strength, bring the leg back through center and then over to the right. Reaching your right arm up to help guide it to the side. Left hand can rest on your left hip. Bringing the leg through center, bend the left knee to the chest, reach your right leg long, give the leg a squeeze, moving into that supine twist. So left knee goes over to the right, left arm reaches out to the side, both shoulders are pressed into the floor, looking up or looking off to the left. See if you can soften your face here. Nice and slow. Let's come out of this twist. Hugging the knee towards the chest, bring the right knee to meet it. Give everything another squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side. And then we'll make our way up to a seat. So you can rock and roll forwards and back, getting some momentum to get there. Or you can just take a gentle rock to a side, carefully pressing your way up. Moving slowly and mindfully. When you get onto all fours, separate your knees wide, moving into child's pose. So sitting back onto your heels and begin to walk your hands forward. Reaching the chest towards the floor, maybe resting the forehead on the mat. This is a great place to reconnect with your inhales and your exhales. Sinking deeper with every exhale. And you can stay right here in extended child's pose, or you can start to thread the needle for a slightly different shoulder stretch, keeping the hips where they are. Weight comes into the left hand. Bring your right hand and reach it underneath your left arm. So we're going to bring our right shoulder towards the floor. Maybe the right side of the face rests on the floor. Continuing to reach your left arm forward and your right fingertips out to the left. And we'll carefully come out, unwinding the right arm, reaching it forward, shifting the weight into the right palm, and then thread the left arm underneath the right, palm facing up, reaching that left shoulder towards the floor, maybe the side of the head. Extend those right fingertips forward. Sit back into your heels and breathe. And if you've threaded the needle, carefully come out like you're moving through molasses, really slowly. Extend both arms forward. Let the head, neck, and shoulders be heavy. And then on your next inhale, look towards your thumbs and press your way into tabletop position. So Scooch the knees underneath the hips. Separate the fingertips wide, hands under shoulders for cat-cow. So we'll take this nice and slow. So inhale, arch the back, lift the tailbone, and lift the chest. Looking straight ahead or maybe up towards the ceiling. Actively pressing down into the palms, pressing down into the knees. And on your next exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, round your spine. So press down more intentionally, puff up the space between the shoulder blades, looking towards your navel, feeling the expansion in your spine. And let's flow with our breath. So nice and slowly inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. And exhale, round your spine. Pull your abdominals up and in. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back. Coming to a flat, neutral spine. Let's just take some hip rock side to side. So moving your hips to the left and the right. Option to look back with your neck. And you can stay here, or if you want to take a couple hip circles, just pretend that your hip bones are drawing circles as big or as small as you'd like, getting a stretch in the wrists. And then switching directions. And then coming back to a flat, neutral spine. Sit your weight onto your heels, coming into a kneeling position. Resting your hands on your thighs, sitting tall. Close your eyes down. Stacking your head over your body, shoulders stacking over the hips. Really tall, long spine. Feeling calm, feeling in control. Slowly start to flutter your eyes open. We'll inhale, circle, sweep the arms out to the side. And then exhale, lower the right hand towards the floor, left arm reaches up and over. So your finger pads can be pressing down, maybe the palm, or if you're feeling exceptionally flexible, you can come down to your forearm. Inhale, circle the arms up, reach up. Exhale, left hand comes down to the floor. Right arm, it reaches over to the left. Continue to think chest lifting, creating space, creating length. Inhale, extend both arms up, reach up. And exhale, swing the right arm underneath the left, twisting like ropes, reaching for opposite shoulders. Or if you're feeling open in the shoulders, you can start to wrap the fingers towards each other, stacking the joints, moving into eagle arms. If you're all the way wound, carefully unwind, take a big inhale, circle the arms up. And then exhale, left arm comes underneath the right, twisting like a rope. Maybe one day wrapping the fingers around each other, just going where you start to feel that sensation, that opening. Wherever you are, carefully unwind. Inhale the arms overhead. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center, making your way onto your glutes. Coming to the center of your mat, feet flat to the floor. Let's slowly come down to our backs. When the shoulder blades hit the floor, scoot the feet a little bit closer towards the glutes, keeping the right foot pressed into the mat. Bend the left knee up and over so your left ankle is on top of your right leg. You can stay right here, or to intensify this pigeon on our back, you can reach the right foot up, interlace your hands either behind the right leg or in front of the right shin. You can use your left elbow to press the left leg away from you, feeling the stretch in your hips. Pressing the spine flat. And then carefully release the grip on the leg, bring the right foot to the floor. We're gonna move into a twist with our legs crossed like they are. So we're just gonna bring the left foot to the right, dropping the right leg down to the side. So we're keeping that shape. Make a goal post with your arms, or you can extend them to a T and then gaze off to the left. And we'll come out the same way we came in. So nice and slowly bring both hips back to the floor, uncross the left leg, left foot flat, right leg bends and crosses over for pigeon on the other side. So you can stay right here if you can feel the stretch in your hips. To intensify, bring that left shin to 90 degrees. Reaching for whatever is accessible for your body, either behind the thigh, maybe on top of the shin. Thinking about opening your right hip. And then coming into that final supine twist of the evening. So left foot first comes to the floor, and then we're gonna bring the right foot and the left leg over to the left. Once you hit the ground, extend the arms out to a T, maybe a cactus shape, goalpost arms, looking up or off to the right. And slowly unwinding, bringing the legs back through center, placing the right foot flat on the mat, bend both knees towards the chest one last time, give everything a squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side, bringing the feet to the floor, moving into Shavasana. So we'll hold this a little bit longer than usual today, and a couple options once again with your legs and your arms. So if you're looking for a little bit more hip opening, you can bring the soles of the feet together, knees fall open. For classic Shavasana, just extend the legs out straight, toes flail open. Or you can bend the knees, letting the knees knock together, the feet wide to release any pressure from the low back. wherever you choose, take a moment to get out any last wiggles and movements from the body. Start to soften every muscle in your body and allow your mind to be quiet and still. And as always, you are welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. You can begin to reawaken your body by bringing little movements back in, first deepening the breath. Start to rock your head from side to side, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes, rolling out your wrists and rolling out your ankles. Bring your feet to touch. Inhale your arms long overhead. Bending the knees in towards the chest one last time. Rolling over to your favorite side, the left or the right. Pausing in fetal pose. And then pressing your way up to a comfortable seat. Closing the eyes, you can sit cross-legged or kneeling. Once again, sitting tall, thinking long, straight, strong spine, resting the hands on the knees. Checking in on how you're feeling physically, emotionally. Bringing the hands to the heart center, thumbs against the chest. Take a gentle bow forward. Ending our practice with gratitude. Giving thanks to yourselves for showing up. Giving thanks to your body for everything it does for us. Lifting your thumbs to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. We bow forward together. Namaste.